Broadcasting from the business capital of the world, this is the Podcast Business News Network. We are back with our friends from Vermont, Lillian Williamson Cat.
Simba.
The Green Mountain medium here joining us with her spiritual connection to the other side, and she seeks with spirit 24/7. She can communicate with those who've deceased, animals including as well,
Yes.
and so much
Living
more.
and dead.
And give us insight that not all of us can give
Simba.
to ourselves. Oh, hello. So we're live on Zoom as well for those of you on the podcast. I'm looking at her and her cat. That's why I introduced the cat too. What's the kitty's name?
Simba.
Simba.
Yes. His name literally, I've had him since he was a baby, and we did the Simba. Lifted up over the head.
I know the Lion King.
Yeah.
Well, welcome to the show, Lillian. Give us a little bit of your background so those new listeners can get familiar with you.
So I'm Lillian. I'm the Green Mountain medium. I grew up in Vermont, and I actually grew up on a 7th generation farm. And basically, I've had a connection to nature, land, the Green Mountains, and spirit. I've learned a lot of my wisdom. The spiritual connection I have is from the land. And I also connect you guys to like yourselves, your spirit in general, your past on loved ones, anything you can imagine. I can basically be your spiritual guide for a mentor, a friend, anything you're really needing. I can just kind of be that person, even if you don't necessarily know you need me. A lot of people say they just need me at this point.
Aww.
It's like a friend to spirit is a friend to all.
Oh, so tell me a little bit about today. Usually you get your guides and they tell you what's the topic and what we're going to enlighten people with today. What did you have in mind, or what do they have in mind?
So today we really wanted to talk about, I know I talked a little bit last time, but I was rushed about your inner child and really finding and healing your inner child, because oftentimes, like as adults, we live in whatever age we experience trauma. So even though like our body's aging, like everything else is aging, we get stuck in the trauma. And I know I just said, so it's like we're a child stuck in an adult body living an adult life as an unhealed little child that's not being nurtured, that's not being mothered, just out here in the world, that's afraid, that's lost, that's not connected. And when you can find that connection to your inner child that's scared and that's lost, because oftentimes, like if you don't nurture your inner child, because a lot of the times our inner child is broken and it's afraid and it needs a mother, because even if you had a good mother, even if you had somebody that was a mother that you love, oftentimes like your mother can't be what you need, because a lot of the times people have kids before they're ever mature emotionally to have kids, because a lot of the times we're just wounded children in adult bodies, and we're not grasping the fact that we're unhealed and we're just reliving in the karma, and we're not breaking it because our mothers do it and our mothers do it. So we're just getting stuck in this constant generational almost loop of, okay, I saw my mom do this, or I saw my dad do this, or I didn't have a dad, or that I've never. So we get stuck in the loop. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, and we just relive it because it's how we're programmed, and it's actually chemically wired in our brain. I'm channeling right now. So it's just we're chemically wired literally to relive these cycles within us. So with that programming, we just live. We're essentially robots or enslaved to, and I hate to use that word, but we are basically enslaved to our own karma in a sense. So what we need to do is in order to heal ourselves and break these cycles, where it's rooted in the inner child. Because if you're a wounded child, even if you're a mother, how do you expect to raise a child when you're a wounded child yourself, Because when you're seeking for attention and validation in somebody else, That's your inner child. That's your wounded inner child seeking approval. Because even if it's minor trauma, like you're just bullied or excluded or not accepted, or just with you, I'm seeing almost mean girlness. Sorry, I don't mean to get into it,
Oh,
but
it's happening right now. Maybe you're picking up on it. What happened
uh,
this morning in my
is
life?
it Mean Girls?
My Okay, can I just tell you quickly?
You're in a very, Jill, I don't mean to
My
get into this, but you're in a very, very, very toxic environment and you need to get the hell out.
Yesterday, the guy that I'm dating, I haven't been
You
to his
no,
house
Jill, I haven't
twice.
wanted to
No, it's
tell you
not him.
this.
It's not him. For 8 months, I've been to his house twice to see his
Be
parents.
careful of him.
I went to his mom's house yesterday, 93, dad's 97. I took my kids. I wanted to take her out to lunch. She's 93. The father's very sick in bed. And I invited my cousins that live close by. We went to lunch.
Jill,
Then my aunt, yes.
I'm gonna stop you right there. I haven't wanted to tell you this because I know we're live on air,
Okay.
but I just have it in my gut. You need to be very, very, very careful with that man.
Okay. Thank you.
He puts on a front. I feel like he's very good at fronting.
Interesting.
And
Interesting.
my heart is pounding.
Wow.
He doesn't want me to say it, and I haven't wanted to say it because I don't want to disappoint you, but you're stuck in your illusion and you're stuck in your rose-colored glasses. And like I haven't wanted to like because you get really cute and you get really excited, but it's like that's not my job. Like you know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like and you know this. Like you like there's just something very off. And
I
like there's there's somebody like be very careful about who you let around your kids.
mm-hmm.
Again, I'm getting the hockey thing.
Okay.
Be
Okay.
very careful. And I don't mean to scare you and I don't mean to plant a seed of like any, but
No.
be very, and my heart is pounding. So this is a very serious
Wow.
message. Very,
Thank you for
very,
telling me.
very, very careful about who you allow around your children.
Okay. I have my doubts about him. We've only been dating,
No,
but
Joe.
that wasn't even what
And,
I was saying. You were saying mean girl. And I had my
and
aunt
well, I'm
text me
getting
this
that.
morning, and
And
my
Joe,
aunt, there's a whole
Joe,
family
dear,
feud happening right
my
now.
lights just crashed. My lighting's just crashed. I don't know if you just noticed that, but
Yeah, I
like,
saw the lights went out.
yes, hopefully we don't lose anything. I put a protection around this stuff and I really pleaded with spirit not to crash our systems today. So,
Wow.
um,
Wow.
but it and again my heart's pounding and I think he's mad at me for saying it. But like, and I don't want you, and I don't want you to not like me, but it's kind of
No,
like one, and this is why I get
I love
paid
you.
to do what I do because it's like I say the hard stuff, but no, but because like honestly, like even my clients say to me, like, you're a hard ass. And like honestly, I am because like I hold both
Back.
people accountable, whether it be you, whether it be them. I look at the situation from above. I literally have that bird's eye view where it's like I look at things from above and I'm literally detached emotionally, physically, like regardless. Like it's like you have to, it's like, and I'll do it like from a fair perspective where you both have to do the work. And this is where I come in so heavy, where it's like you both have to be willing to do the work. And if you're not, leave. Jesus Christ, just leave.
Mm-hmm.
Because what's meant to be will be, and it will never, ever pass you by.
Yeah.
And Jill, you are so busy searching for somebody else. And again, my heart's pounding.
No, yeah.
Because I don't know as a little girl, because even in today, like, and this is going back to the Mean Girls thing, where it's like, even in today, it's like, it's stemming from your inner child, baby girl.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
this is coming from
Inner
your
ch-
mother too, because your mommy's saying you were bullied.
oh, my bullied. It was my parents were horrific. Fighting all the
Bullied.
time,
And
being
I'm getting very bad anxiety, both at
I am
school and at home.
at home. I don't remember being bullied in
I feel
school.
like you just wanted to be like one of those girls where you always wanted to fit in and you would have be friends with people, but then they would not really be your friends and they would just talk shit about.
Well,
Sorry,
yeah,
they would just
yeah.
talk about
And
you.
that's what's happening right now. My aunt's saying stuff about
Because
me, and
Jill,
it
you're
wants to
friends with
include more.
everybody.
Yeah,
You have
I
to
can't.
really define what your meaning of a friend is.
Uh-huh.
Because I've said it before, you're not gonna get you from you half the time. And if you're the smart, this has been coming up. If you're the smartest person in the room, baby girl, you're in the wrong room. We're in the wrong room.
You said that before.
And it's not to come from a narcissistic perspective. Like, I don't even want to get into that dynamic, because it's like you have to let, and you have to be okay with you first, no matter what anybody says. And it's like, because like at the end of the day, yes, it matters, but it's like we all make mistakes. We've all been there. Why are we criticizing? Like, we shouldn't be worried about falling from grace, because we've all done things. I don't think there's a single woman, and the, like, I don't know why Spirit's getting into like the whole like this topic of like nudes and like all that, but it's like, I don't know why I'm getting it, but it's like, I don't know a single girl in this age who hasn't sent a sexy picture to somebody. And it's like, why are we worried about these coming back to haunt us? Because we shouldn't, because it shouldn't matter. Okay. Like, our bodies are our bodies, and we are like, we all like, why is it so taboo? It shouldn't be so taboo, because we're all beautiful. Like, I feel like people just get intimidated because it's like, we all have it. And it's like, okay, if people see it, people see it, and it shouldn't affect your career. Like, like, the thing is, men do it all the time. And women are over here being shamed for it, and we shouldn't be, because we can play the game just as good, if not better.
I don't know what you're saying, but I know what you're saying. I was posting Playboy 25 years ago. And I think that was why I was fired from my last full-time job in television. It's like they didn't know. And after 4 years, I get this, I just feel like they judged me on that. And I don't know if that had anything to do with this, but
I don't know what I talk about.
It has affected me. Whatever just
I don't know what I talk about.
I'm telling you, whatever you just said hit me hard, and whoever else out there. But people have judged me so many times when I was in my, I was 20.
Joe, I don't know, especially with my age and my people, I don't know. Like, I honestly don't know how. Like, I've had friends who have had images come up. Like, I don't know if the angels just protect me.
I
like,
had my phone broken into when I was pregnant.
I've had to make peace with the fact, because we all do it.
Yeah.
And like, this is the thing. Like, and I don't know why I'm talking about this, but it's like, we shouldn't be shamed for it. We shouldn't, because every girl, especially these days, like, we shouldn't have to worry, because men do it all the time, and they don't get any backlash, and they don't get any, because it's like, yes, because, you know, and this goes back to the gods and goddesses. Okay. Like, you get like, and this is the, like, the man has been idolized. And the woman has been put back to serve. Okay. That's not normal. No, like, the goddess, what is a man without a powerful woman? What is a powerful woman without a man?
True.
Ask yourself that, but you have to be willing to play those dynamics. But you know what? Until you find that man, you play the game just as good as the men, honey. And you do not be ashamed of that.
Good.
And because there is power in that, Joe.
Yeah. Wow, you're on a roll.
There is power in that. And you know what? I don't know why I'm talking about this. And I really hope it doesn't ruin my career. Because, and you know what? If it does, let it. Because I have come up from nothing. And I have come up from nothing before. And you know what? I'm kind of at nothing right now. And I will keep coming up from nothing. No matter how much money people take from me, matter how much backlash I get from the things I have done before I was healed, because you are so much wiser than you were in your yesteryears. And we shouldn't be getting backlash for that.
Yeah.
And you know what? It's powerful, because if a man is willing, why are the women getting ridiculed when the men are the ones leaking the pictures? Ask yourself that.
Exactly.
Like, I am literally here to push the hard questions, to empower women, because everything I've been through, it's so other people can relate to it. Because I believe everything I go through is so I can help people be strong and stand through what they've been through so they know they're not alone.
Got it.
Because you know what? That we have been shamed for that sexual, lusty, kind of Lilith energy. But you know what? We shouldn't be. Because if you can tap into your sexual energy, it is healthy to have sexual energy. It is healthy to feel yourself. It is healthy to express. Like, it's unhealthy not to. It's unhealthy to repress it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And it's unhealthy to feel ashamed. Like, it's natural to feel yourself,
Mm-hmm.
you know?
And
And we shouldn't be like, this shouldn't be a thing. And men sense that in us. And I've been thinking about this lately. Men sense this in us. And it's like, we don't, it's because they're afraid, because we're shifting into a new age, and they sense it and they want to keep us stuck. But if enough of us women stick up and band together, and you know what, everything's a ripple effect. In a small business, one client can tip the scales. One good client that's in can tip the scales, because spirit says it's a ripple effect.
Mm-hmm.
It's word of mouth, because it shouldn't affect it, because if you're good and if you're in alignment, it's not going to matter, because the people that are meant to stand by you are going to be meant to stand by you. And in this day and age, as long as we're not running from it, as long as we're not trying to hide from it, as long as we are okay with it, and we've made peace with it, and we're not afraid of it, we can use it to our advantage, Jill.
Yeah.
And because if we're speaking for it rather than against it, we can inspire other women. Because if enough of us stick together like this and don't let each other fall, that's where the empowerment lies. And you see, that's what I want to do. I want to shift the scales, because if enough empowered women start standing, and I'm getting married because this is what I want to do. If enough women start standing together like this, we can tip the scales, and we can shift this, because we are meant to shift the scales right now. We are meant to take back our power. And if that means standing in our lusty, sexual, empowered, feminine energy, so what? If you're a woman, play the game as good as the Playboy.
Yeah.
Until somebody's ready to say, that's my girl, and I don't want anybody else. And until somebody's ready to put in the fight, play the game.
Got it.
And use it to your advantage. Yeah. And you see, that's what we need to do. We need to stick together, and we need to not let each other fall, because we've all been there. I really don't know. I have a lot of girlfriends. Like, we've all sent nudes. And I mean, we have. And it's like, again, I don't know why I'm talking about this, but it's like, we shouldn't be ashamed of it. Okay? Because we are in 2000 and what?
22. Like, please, this is not like, the 1920s.
This isn't taboo anymore.
Yes.
Like, why should it? And it's like, you see, like, the people, like, remember the girl who played Sam and Cat?
No, I don't even know Sam and Cat. I'm sorry.
Oh, the girl that plays Sam in iCarly. Yeah. Like, I think her name's like Jeanette or something. Like, you see, like, the stuff that happened to her, Bella Thorne, or stuff like, or I don't even know what I'm talking about, right? Because I don't even know about popular. Like, I don't even know what I'm talking about.
Okay, you were talking about 2014 when the hacker broke into celebrity accounts of people.
Yeah, and I don't know what I'm talking about. I was literally a little girl in that. No, and I don't know what I'm talking about.
By the same people. It was the whole security team from the iPhone. They went into my iPhone and took everything. All like Jennifer Lawrence, all these celebrities, and I'm like a little nothing from New York, but they broke into my account at the same time.
Jill, I'm nothing.
And leaked it onto the internet. So there's a naked picture of me out there from my phone, and there was a whole court case about it in 2014. Nothing you could do. They're out there. So you know what? It doesn't matter.
Well, but you
Sorry.
see, the thing is, we shouldn't be falling.
I
And
know.
you
It's
see,
like, okay, yeah,
I'm not
so,
even
and
anybody, but what Spirit says I am is I can be that inspiration because, I'm coming from a nothing. And it's like, I am building a business. And it's like, okay, I don't even know why I'm talking about this, but apparently it's to inspire you guys because thanks for throwing me under the bus, Spirit. But again, great, this is on air, and I'm sorry, but it's Spirit took over. But it's like, no, we shouldn't be falling from grace. And this is the thing, if enough of us women who, because we've all been there, we shouldn't be running, because the men, why are we letting the men take away our power? Because if we are in true divine alignment with ourselves, we're going to be able to find what we do is good, and the people that are going to stick by you are going to stand by you no matter what.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay. And I'm a little bit younger. Like, I grew up in this age. Like, I'm 22.
Yeah.
Like, and especially with us younger kids, like, it's literally the normal for a kid. It's like, it's scary, but it's literally the normal for 16, 17, for like it's normal.
Yeah.
It's literal. And like, I hate that.
Yeah. But
it's like, and it's like, we are not living in 1865 anymore.
Yeah.
And it's like, enough women can stop running from it. We can stand together.
Yeah, absolutely.
And we can push back. And God, I don't know why Spirit is doing this to me, but if enough of us can push back like this, it's like, don't let them belittle you.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying run around and be willy-nilly with it.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, definitely don't. But it's like, if you're unhealed and coming from a place of just reacting from your childhood, because like a lot of what that is, it's seeking validation from a man. And a lot of the times, like, especially being young, you search for that validation in men and other people, because your inner child, especially if you've been through like sexual abuse or trauma, like, you are literally programmed to literally search for that almost validation, because like, you've been exposed to it for it's like, it's hard to like explain, but it's like, and it's like, we shouldn't almost be like, because there are things like psychological, and like, women, like, what you do from an unhealed space, we shouldn't be held accountable for. What we do when we're like, there are things like you need to forgive yourself for, and you need to heal, and like, the world needs to be a more forgiving place.
Yeah.
And it's like, we shouldn't be sticking, and it's like, it doesn't matter. Like, more power to you. Don't let people take it away, because it can happen to anybody. It can happen to anybody at any moment, because you know what? Nobody's perfect. And like I said, it's 2022.
Yeah. It is. I love what you had to say today.
And then apparently, because Spirit's talking about, like, my brain is shut off right now. I'm gonna watch this and I'm literally gonna be like, head smack emoji.
Wow.
Please don't hate me.
I love you. I would not hate you. We were talking about Mean Girls and it turned into all this, but hey, whatever you got coming.
Well, mean girls, mean men can be just as petty. Men, and that's the sad thing, men can be even more vicious. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
All pining for the same girl. Meanwhile, the girl's oblivious to it.
Good. Take a break. Take a sip. I'm out of my coffee. Hold on. Yeah, I need water. But Lillian Williams on a roll today.
Spirit on a roll.
Yeah, but it's for you.
Spirit's over here rolling her eyes at her, because she doesn't even comprehend what her own life is. Like, you're talking to Spirit right now. Okay. Spirit literally laughs at this child.
Oh, that's great. Well, Spirit, we have 3 minutes left. What else do you have for us?
Oh boy. Oh, putting me on the spot.
Green Mountain Medium.
Hi.
Lillian Williams joining us. If you're just tuning
Yes.
in, you're like, what's going on?
Yeah, oh my God, yes. We went on a roll today. No, but it's like, yes, if you can just heal, go within and heal that inner child, because wrapping back up from the inner child and the woman empowerment and all that jazz. And I don't even know where spirit went today. Where did see him go? Oh my God, hi. Okay. See, this is the
You're
thing.
back.
Spirit takes over and I don't know what's going on.
Well, when you watch the video, you're gonna be like, oh my gosh, wow, that was it's
Like
powerful.
I kind of know, but I like spirit just
I think your spirit is in tune with me and had stuff to say to me. I can't believe it. Dead on.
really.
Yeah. We'll talk
Okay.
more privately when we have time. This is your show, so
Yeah, definitely. We
wow.
gotta talk.
And
Schedule a group.
yeah, I know you got to come out. Let's see this fall, spring. It's
Yeah.
February, March, April. But yeah, so we're gonna have
Call
Lillian come to
me.
my
We
house
can talk.
and we could do a group
Schedule.
session. It would be so much
Yes,
fun.
that'll be fun. Get your friends, real friends together. Oh, this is how they can pass the test, Jill.
Oh, well, yeah.
We can have fun with this vibe check.
Oh gosh. Oh, there'll be so much drama. I'm
No,
telling
no,
you.
no, 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 no. I'll teach you how to deflect and evade.
Okay.
You can learn. I can teach you so much, Jill.
And by the way, what do you have in your hand?
I have a feather.
And what is that?
Spirit gifts me feathers.
Got it.
And when I was going through one of my first big spiritual awakenings, I've been going through just big series of them because let's be real, you don't get to this. Remind me sometime we'll talk about going through the symptoms of like ascension symptoms and all that. But like spirit literally gives me feathers and stuff when I go through ascension. And I have a past life spirit. His name is Chief. He comes through and he gifts me feathers and stuff. And he's a Native American spirit from 1442. And he loves me very much.
Obviously, clearly.
Yeah.
We love you too, Lillian.
And thank you. But yeah, we should do a group reading and I can teach you so much about rising above the drama and like using your intuition to pick good friends, not scary friends. And because,
my friends are mostly my family,
like,
but there's some,
you know what I mean? You gotta I choose my friends very selectively. Like, I'm not one to just willy-nilly go out. Like, it takes a while for me to trust.
Yeah.
Like, trust is not something I just hand out. Like, here you go. Like, and I feel like that's your issue. I feel like you're too trusting.
Too many people.
And it's like, it's sad because I don't want to tell you not to trust, but at the same time, there comes a point where I think you are a little bit of that empath, where like you're at the point where you have to learn to like find yourself, Jill. Just yourself. You need to detach from everybody, detach from everything, and just figure out who's Jill.
Yeah.
Who's Jill? Without the babies,
I lost that. Yeah.
Like, what's the deal with your neck? Why does my neck hurt?
My throat is a little scratchy.
Yes.
I saw my cousin yesterday.
Your throat chakra.
At a restaurant, so we were talking so loud, and I woke up like this today. Wow, you're good. You're right on it. I said, oh my God, my throat. I had no voice this morning.
Yeah, you need to take a break.
I tried yesterday. I'll tell you the story personally when we talk. Tell us how we can call you, contact you, please.
You can give me a call at 802-282-7715. That is the best way to get a hold of me. That is instructed on the website. To find me on social media, you can find me on Facebook and YouTube at Green Mountain Medium LLC. You can find me on Instagram at green_mountain_medium. And I think that's everything.
Beautiful. Yeah. Love you. Thank you so much for
Bye.
Today. Broadcasting from the business capital of the world, this is the Podcast Business News Network.